A Spanish woman, they're raised to be a wife.
But why isn't a black woman raised that way?
Most black women are raised to be independent. Remember, let's be real.
Say that again?
Most black women are raised to be strong, tough, independent, and don't take no shit. Cause the daddy wasn't shit. I raised you alone by myself. Be a strong black woman.
Why do you think that it's such an issue that a lot more black men are dating Latino women?
You know what's funny? I know where it started from. Because, back then, like in the 80s, the Spanish community, they didn't want their daughters dating black men. And for a long time, they told their daughters, don't date black men. So when the money came in the 80s and things got better, black men were able to sway the parents and get the girl. So we kind of like turn into like a trophy thing. Like, yo, I'm dating a mommy, or I'm dating a Colombian, like something that's foreign or exotic. So I kind of feel as though like when, even me, in high school, if you didn't have no money, the Spanish girls didn't date you. So it's kind of like when you had a Spanish girl, finally, it was a big deal to you. So I kind of feel as though like it comes from the 80s when the black man was getting that money, buying cars, diamonds, all the gold, and the mommy wanted a part of that shit. And eventually it turned to having like a trophy, like, yo, I got a Dominican or Colombian or Brazilian. So that's where it comes from. It's a fascination. And if you peep game, most black girls don't really have a good story about their fathers, which is sad. So, most black women, when they grow up, they're not angry, they're aggressive because they have to be a little more, protective over their hearts, and they're aggressive. But meanwhile, the Spanish woman, when they see a black man, to them, it's kind of like their trophy. So it's kind of like the black woman, some of them do love us still, but some of us are tired of our shit. But the Boricua or the Colombian or Dominican kind of see us as brand new. They don't kind of equate that baggage with not having a father in my life with the black man stigma. To them, we're brand new.
Holiday, what do you think?
What do I think about?
Why do you think why so many black men date Latina women?
I think a lot of black men date Latina women because I'm gonna have to agree with Guapo. It's something new. It's out of the ordinary. You know what I mean? So when you associate, if I can reverse it, you know what I'm saying? Why black women, we love our black men. At the end of the day, no matter how much I try to dance around it, you still end up with a black man. But women like to date outside our race because we do compartmentalize with the fact that a black man broke our heart. A black man did me dirty. A black man's my baby daddy and he ain't shit. You know what I'm saying? My daddy, he a black man, he left me, or whatever the case may be. And so just referring it back to men, it's the same thing. They want something different. They want something out of the ordinary. So even if she wasn't Spanish and he's dating the typical girl who doesn't comply or isn't submissive and he ends up getting with a girl who is, he's gonna like her more because it's not the ordinary. It's not what he deals with every day. You understand what I'm saying? So I just think men, they're natural hunters. They're naturally out for the hunt. And so why would I go into the jungle and hunt for something that I catch every day? I can go easily like a bear. A bear can easily go in the water and catch his fish, right? But outside of that, when he goes and does get certain type of meats, he went out of his way to kill that prey.
You don't feel any kind of way about it as a black woman?
I'm gonna tell you this, as a black woman, no. Yes and no. And I'm gonna say yes more than no because I feel like this. I'm beautiful. It does bother me when I meet men who are black, who say to me, "You're pretty for a black woman." What does that mean? Or ask me, "What do you mix with?" When I look in the mirror, I see a brown-skinned woman. I see a black woman that by no mistake could you even mistake me for anything else but African American. But to the society that we live in, because my eyes slant a little bit or whatever the association is, the straight hair, I don't know what it is, the weave, the lace is laying right that day, the curly bundles is extra curly, you associate me with, well, she has to be mixed with something because she's pretty. Because in your mind, you've been to these countries and you've been these places and all you've experienced is the beauty of the women there because you're not in Brooklyn no more and you're not in Jersey no more and you're not in your state anymore. It's something new. So now you meet a black woman who's actually very attractive, and not to take anything away from our black women, but we subject ourselves to the commentary sometimes. I'm gonna take full responsibility for us and say, you have a choice as a black woman. Either you want to continue to follow the stigma and be a part of that stigma, or you can set yourself aside and say, okay, hey, as a black woman, I already know that you already expect me to come in here and be loud and ghetto. I'm not going to be that girl. I'm going to be something different. And I think we'll get a different response from our men.
Lola, welcome.
Thank you.
Okay. As you're a Latino woman, okay, do you date black men?
I do.
You
I
do
love
or you
them.
don't?
I do.
Okay.
That's all I think.
Why do you prefer to date black men?
Oh, it's just the brown skin, the way that they actually treat women is differently than Latino men. They actually, well, the black men that I've dated before, they respect you, their background and their way of treating their mom and their family is different than Latino men. Latino men don't give a fuck about what they fucking do to you, and if you find out that if they have a side bitch or whatever, you know, I believe the black man that I've dated, they're more respectful. You know, their wife is their wife. Untouchable, you understand? So for me, it's something different. I love black men, so.
Hold on, your pause it. Hold on for 1 second. That goes back to what me and just Guapo just said. Her experience with the black man is this amazing. I'm not discrediting our black men. I love y'all. I love y'all brown skin too. I love your dark skin. I love the milk chocolate, the vanilla chocolate. I love it all.
No.
What are you doing?
Come on, we filming. It's common courtesy. I'm sorry.
It just goes back to what Guapo and I said. Her experience. You know, I'm not going to belittle our black men. I love the milk chocolate, the dark chocolate, the brown chocolate, all the melanin. But if I have to think about what I think when I see a black man off the rip, isn't always the most positive. So your experience with a black man is a great one.
Yeah.
Your experience with the Latino man is a different one. If I have to interject and say my experience with a Latino man, they're more perverted to me. They're more, oh mommy, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, mommy.
Look at that ass, look at that ass, look at those
They're
tits.
very sexual,
But
they're very open, they don't mind saying what the fuck is on their mind, they don't care, they want to lick your pussy in the street and they don't care, they're like, mommy, oh my God, lick your shit, the pussy
you know what
right
it
on
is,
the
though?
side. Black men are not like
And
that.
being the black dude,
men
though,
are not like that.
like in this, like it's crazy because you know, like being a black man or a black woman, like we are so blessed because without us, the world would have no soul. You feel me? And it feels like the world will have, you know, our music, how we dress, our food. Like we are the source of a lot of trends. So it's like when a black woman sees a black man, she used to all of that. You know, she used to him, you know, being in.
So she's used to him having.
She
She
used
has
to,
just as
like,
much flavor.
Look, a black man's strengths to a black woman is normal. Him having rhythm, him being like her, him being cool with his mother, him being well endowed. So to her, that's normal. But to a Spanish woman, let's face it, having somebody who's tall, being well endowed, loving his mother, you know, loving his grandmother, his whole swag is different. How he dresses. To her, we're different. And she don't care about, you know how, you know, in the shade room is always black men this, black men that. But to a mommy, she's not into that about black men cheat or black men. To her, you brand new. And to a black woman, it comes from her father and the men she's been around, her uncles, and seeing no good black men. So her mind to a black man is like another, oh, he ain't shit. But to a mommy, she's not thinking that far. She's like, yo, that cute black nigga is fine. So now back to the money. At one point, you couldn't date, you know, Spanish girls. Their mother was very, very hard on it. But the one thing about Spanish mothers, if you getting money, they will let their Spanish daughter date your ass.
Okay.
And get pregnant and move in and all that. Yep.
Shaq.
I don't know. I think it goes back to culture and like society. Because I mean, like you think about it, and like this first, like Tyra Banks was the first Sports Illustrated model, and like you know that's early 2000s. So it's like if that's you know quote unquote the standard, and like you know it's just hard to like kind of break out of that. And so we go from like all these white women, and all in our society. And then, you know, you switch and then, okay, Spanish women, they're kind of like white women. And then it's just like, okay, now black women. All right, white woman. It just, you know.
Light-skinned black women.
Even when a girl has a white guy.
Light-skinned
Even when
black
a black girl has a black.
Even,
a white
hold
guy.
on. Even when black men date, the whole thing when Chris Brown got beat up for the whole comment of I like my girls with good hair, and you know, and the black women attacked him and said, well, most of the girls with these good curly black hair grades are light skinned.
Yeah.
So, like he said, if Tyra Banks is the standard of this slim, perfect face, nose, and because she's the top model, then how do I go from that? Watching it on TV, aspiring to have a woman like that in my house, and then I go to the streets of Manhattan, and that's not the typical black woman walking down the street. So now I have to find something associated closely to it, a white woman who understands a black man.
Exactly.
So now you don't date the white woman because you're like, damn, society's gonna beat me up, so I'm gonna go get me a fair-skinned black woman.
That's almost true, and no, that is kind of true. But I'm gonna say this though, like besides the, you know, all the superficial things, dating a Spanish woman for a black guy with a Spanish girl, the food is different. You know, her whole vibe is different. And like we're all creatures of wanting to like try new things and be a part of like new experiences. And being with a Spanish girl, to me, it feels different. Like your food is totally different than what I eat. The house looks different. The way you dress is different. How you smell is different. Like your hair is different. Now it's not better than a black woman's, but it's different. And people like to like have changed.
You think you fall in love easier with a Spanish woman easier than you would with a black woman?
I mean, my answer to that, I'm gonna give you a real
Yes
answer.
or no?
I'm gonna give you a real answer. It don't matter her background as far as my love. But I tell you, me being a black man, being with something different, I may be more infatuated with a Spanish girl more than a black girl. Not because she's better than the black girl, but she's just different, you know? Because my mother was black and my grandmother was black. So I seen all the food. I'm used to it. So getting some new beans and rice, a new chicken, you know, a new woman that was raised differently than what I was raised different. Because remember, a Spanish woman, they're raised to be a wife.
But why isn't a black woman raised that way?
Most black women are raised to be independent. Remember, let's be real.
Say that again?
Most black women are raised to be strong, tough, independent, and don't take no shit. Because the daddy wasn't shit. I raised you alone by myself. Be a strong black woman. So they come into the game with their guard up ready. Like, I ain't beef for your shit, nigga. I know what's going on. Now, a Spanish girl is raised to serve.
Yeah.
They be cooking for their father at a young age, washing the dishes, washing the table, mopping all Saturday morning. Let's face it, they're raised to serve. If one time I swear to God, I'm at a girl's house having dinner. I got her with my own plate, put it in the garbage, put it in the sink. Her mom spazzed on her in Spanish about da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Now, in the black woman's house, if I get up with my own plate, she gonna say, that's a damn good nigga. He got his own shit. I like him, Shirley. He got his own shit. But Maria better get up and get that plate and get it washed and show him you are a wife. They raised their woman to be catering. Am I wrong or no?
Wait, so what was
She's
your dad?
Spanish though, so let's find out.
No.
Is that
Hold on,
true?
But what was your dad? What was your dad?
My dad's black.
Your dad's black too?
Yeah. He just really
He's a
yellow.
light
I mean, I am mixed with a little something, but when the cops see me, I'm black. So we're gonna keep that shit. I'm going by the
All right,
cops.
we gotta close it off with Lola. Go ahead, Lola.
How were you raised as a woman?
I
To
was
serve
raised
or be?
to serve.
See?
To serve.
How do you feel towards black women, right? When we date your Spanish men.
I don't
And
really-
he choose, because I've seen it. I've dated a Spanish guy with a Dominican girl, the girlfriend. How the fuck you dating that
Find
morena?
out.
You are offended.
Now, I was raised with blacks.
Okay.
So to me, it's not nothing new. You know, to me, I was raised in a black community. I was raised in the projects. So
Let's say your culture,
So as a
though.
black
But
man-
your culture, though. Let's talk about your culture.
My
Not you personally, but your culture as a Spanish culture. How do you think the majority of the Spanish women feel when they find out that their Spanish man is cheating on them with a black woman?
oh, they hate it. They hate it. It's a competition.
But
it's
do
like
you-
if they
Why
date-
is it a competition?
Let her answer the question though.
Yeah, it's a competition because they feel like it's something like, oh, you dating a morena, like fuck that bitch, da 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 da. But then the morena is like, oh, fuck you, bitch, da da da. So it's like on and it's like something going on.
Do you see black men and Spanish men as equal? Like you don't care if he's black or Spanish, or do you have a preference?
No, I have a preference.
And what's your preference?
Black.
Black. Now,
But reverse it.
Are you Puerto Rican, right?
sorry.
Are you Puerto Rican?
No,
Now, hold up.
I'm not trying to be racist. I'm not trying to.
No,
This is no judgment.
Let's
All
go.
right.
Let's go, though.
Like,
No judgment.
hold on. Like in my perspective as a woman and how Spanish guys been with me and my relationships, it's trash. You understand? Like, no luck. But how black men been with me, my past relationships, they've been good. I've been the bitch.
Is it because of the sex? Does sex have anything to do with it?
Nah, not really. It's not the sex. It's about,
Do black men fuck you better than Spanish men?
That sounds like a personal question.
No. Let's be honest. This show is for. Do you think that black men please
when
you
you
more
have
sexually?
a connection with someone, it doesn't matter
It's just
what
like a yes
race
or
is.
no. It's a
Yes or no question, though.
It's a yes
Yes
or
or no
no
question.
question.
To be honest, come on, Tom's ticking.
We gotta
But wait, before we
Yes or
end
no?
Now,
Gotta be real.
I just
We gotta go.
wanna, because I know the people are
We gotta
watching,
go.
the women are watching. They want me to ask this question. I know they do. I feel it. in
Yeah.
their
Ask
soul.
the question then, come on.
So as you are, Spanish women are so susceptible to wanting to be with our black men, right? But you guys don't have that same energy, and I'm not saying my experience because I'm cool with Spanish women, but y'all don't have the same energy towards black women. So I'm gonna ask the question of: do you think, not just you as personally, or within your culture, do you guys honestly feel like you as a Spanish culture are better than black women? Yes or no?
I mean, all right.
Don't
Answer the question, though.
Stop.
You know what it is?
Stop.
Like,
Let her talk.
in.
Let her
Let-
talk.
Answer
For
the
most,
question.
like, to me personally, no. To me, no, because I was raised with blacks.
But-
like I said,
Let her answer
but
the question, though,
to other Spanish women, yeah. Not to me, because I was raised with black women. You understand?
Yeah.
I was raised like wearing the weave, like I have a weave on right now. Like
Yeah.
I was raised with morenas, project, gang or whatever. So I was raised like that. But in the community that I'm in and how they feel,